migrants since February 2020, before Biden took office. Tom Homan is the former acting ICE director and a Fox News contributor. He joins us this morning. Tom, thanks so much for being with us. And usually you and I talk about what can be done at the border to stop more people coming across, what it is that agents need down there. But you've written a fascinating article for Fox.com that is live today that looks at the connection between sanctuary cities and the rise in crime. And you say that it's at a time when Democrat leaders are pointing the finger everywhere but themselves. There you see it. Politicians point fingers, but their policies make things worse. And I just want to read something, an excerpt from your article. It says, there are a number of reasons for rising crime rates. Bail reform laws, no cash bail, progressive Soros-funded district attorneys, the defunding of police. But sanctuary city policies are also a factor that can't be ignored. Explain that a little bit more for us, that connection between sanctuary cities and the rise in crime.
Well, look, I think Fox has been, following the story where crime is rising in Democratic-controlled liberal cities. And it's not a coincidence that every one of these cities that see a rising crime rate are also sanctuary city. So are the politicians of those cities doing everything they can to reduce violent crime in the city? No, because New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles. I saw the LA County Sheriff on the network today. This network talking about how crime is rising because of left-leaning district attorneys won't prosecute cases. Well, here's a sheriff that first day in office kicked ICE out of the jail. So I'm not saying every illegal alien commits crimes. I'm saying for every illegal alien that commits a crime that gets booked in his jail, rather than turning them over to ICE to be deported from the country so they can't reoffend, he's going to release them back into the public. And the recidivism rate shows 50 to 75% will reoffend. So here's crime that he could prevent, but he's failing to do so because he has this ideological, I'm a sanctuary city and I'm not going to assist ICE. So every one of these cities with the rising crime rate are sanctuary cities. So they are not doing everything they can to remove criminals from the streets because they refuse to work with ICE.
You were the ICE director, and it must be so disheartening to see these incredible sky-high figures now, the highest in decades, coming across. I mean, how does that feel to see all the hard work that you have put in effectively sidelined and stepped on by this current administration?
Well, here's what I think. I hope the American people pay attention because it's shocking for me to even say this. But I've worked for 6 presidents, starting with Ronald Reagan, and every president had their opinion on illegal immigration and how to secure the border. But every president wanted a secure border. Now, understand this. We have the first president in the history of this nation, when Joe Biden, who came into office and systematically dismantled the most secure border we've ever had. No president has ever done that. Him, with the help of the Secretary Mayorkas, has dismantled every successful border enforcement strategy that Donald Trump created in his administration. We went from the lowest illegal immigration, 35-year low, illegal immigration down 83%. We went from the most secure border I've seen in my career to historic numbers. This past year, the 2.3 million, that's historic. That's not a 20-year high. That's not a 30-year. That's a historic high. What else? We have more children smuggled by criminal cartels this year into the country at the hands of the criminal cartels than any time in the history of the United States Border Patrol. More women are being trafficked. More women are being sexually assaulted. More migrants died making this journey this first year under Biden administration than any year period in my career. More people, 100,000 people have died from fentanyl overdoses that come across this border because the Border Patrol is so overwhelmed with the crisis created by Joe Biden. It should scare every American. We have a president sitting in office and a Secretary of Homeland Security that did everything they could to keep the promises open border. And American lives are at stake, 100,000 overdose deaths, migrants are dying. We got record amounts of COVID coming across this country. I mean, this is... In 2021 has been devastating for those who believe in the rule of law because this administration is not only ignoring the laws enacted by Congress, they're actively violating it. And that's why we're going to keep suing this administration. We're 3-0, and we're going to keep suing them because they are actively violating the laws enacted by Congress. They're refusing to enforce the law. They're refusing to uphold the oath they took became office.
Yeah. Tom, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for, but you paint such a good picture in this article. I'd advise people to go see it. It's not just the border, it's everywhere. It's policies in cities, it's policies in D.C. that need to change. Thank you for your service, and for coming on today. We'll speak to you soon. Thank you.